walking down that bottled water aisle. Bottled water is water that is intended for human consumption and that is sealed in bottles or other containers with no added ingredients except that it may optionally contain safe and suitable antimicrobial agents. Choosing bottled water is sometimes like choosing the right man or woman. Make the wrong choice and it will make your life miserable. Choose the right one and, your partner, or bottled water, washes away all your cares. Water is our body's better half. It makes up more than half of our body. It's responsible for nearly all bodily functions. And it maintains the health of most of our organs. That's why it's important to choose the right one. But how do you do that with so many types of bottled water in the market? While there is no best type of water, as there is no best type of man or woman either, a rundown of the kinds of bottled water commercially available might help choose the right type for your life. Artesian water or artesian well water. The name of water from a well tapping a confined aquifer in which the water level stands at some height above the top of the aquifer. Artesian water may be collected with the assistance of external force to enhance the natural underground pressure. Well water. The name of water from a hole bored, drilled, or otherwise constructed in the ground which taps the water of an unconfined aquifer. Drinking water. A generic name for water that is bottled sanitarily without added sweeteners or chemical additives. Flavors, extracts, or essences may be added. Alkaline water. This type of water has increased pH levels produced through electrolysis to separate the incoming water stream into acidic and alkaline components. Mineral water. Comes from a source tapped at one or more boreholes or springs from a geologically and physically protected underground water source. It is distinguished from other types of bottled water by its constant level of mineral and other trace elements at the point of emergence from the source, due account being taken of the cycles of natural fluctuations, and contains not less than 250 parts per million total dissolved solids. Sparkling water. The water is produced from a spring or well that naturally contains dissolved carbon dioxide, thus the water is naturally carbonated. The producer may artificially replace any carbon dioxide that is lost during processing, but may not add more than what the water had when it emerged from the ground. Spring water. The name of water derived from an underground formation from which water flows naturally to the surface of the earth. Spring water shall be collected only at the spring or through a borehole tapping the underground formation feeding the spring. There shall be a natural force causing the water to flow to the surface through a natural orifice. Purified water. The name of water that has been produced by distillation, deionization, reverse osmosis, or other suitable processes. May be called distilled water, deionized water, reverse osmosis water if processed using distillation, deionization, reverse osmosis respectively, or other names according to the process used. Purified water must have less than 10 parts per million of dissolved solids. Distilled water, a purified water which is a product of the distillation process. In the distillation process, water undergoes boiling to turn into steam. This will be captured and cooled, that becomes the distilled water. It leaves behind all the contaminants, including inorganic minerals, chemicals, and metals. Distilled water is water in its purest form. It is used primarily for drinking for pregnant women, children, or people with acute conditions. However, if people without special conditions should drink distilled water, they may not get the essential minerals present in water. Distilled water has cleansing effects, but if used for over a long period of time it will leach vital nutrients out of the body. It should only be drunk on a short-term cleansing program to detoxify the body. Reverse osmosis, RO, water, a purified water which is a product of the reverse osmosis process. Reverse osmosis, most commonly known as an RO system, is a water purification technology that passes the water through a semi-permeable membrane to remove the polluting particles. Reverse osmosis is able to remove smaller particles, either dissolved or suspended floating in the water, so the filtered water's quality will be better. RO systems are able to remove particles as small as ions, molecules, and even some species of bacteria from the water, and they are used in the industrial production of potable water. Sterilized water. This is the type of bottled water that is completely free from bacteria, fungi, viruses, and other microorganisms that could cause infection. Sterilized water must meet international standards for commercial sterility as well as sterility test requirements to be classified as sterilized water. Because it is the safe and clean, sterilized water is recommended for use by infants for formula feeding and drunk by people with immunocompromised systems. There it is. So next time you're walking down that supermarket aisle, read the labels to ascertain the type and the quality of the water before you say, "Yes, I do want this water."